Okay. Okay, so we're here to talk about a student that's having issues academically and behaviorally.
Yes.
Okay. So what would you say would be the biggest concern for Shauna?
Okay, I've been with Shauna for I've had her in several classes over the past couple years. She's an 8th grader now, but she started here for a 6th grader, and I've seen her come a long way, so I know she's capable. When she first got here in 6th grade, wouldn't talk, didn't want help, didn't want anything. Toward the end of her 6th grade year, she started opening up, and so she has come a long way in that aspect. But what I'm seeing in the class now is we can't do group work because she can't work with over half the kids there.
Okay.
She struggles, working with a majority of her peers.
Does she struggle to stay on task?
At times. It depends on who's in the classroom.
Okay.
She's very seeking, she wants her peers to, she wants to fit in, and she wants their attention. And so when she's with certain people, she will act up, get off task, say stuff, just to get their attention. And and we've also seen she has been out a majority of her 8th grade year because she has been suspended a couple times for fighting. Okay. And a lot of times it's because another female student has said something to her, and she doesn't know how to handle things appropriately. She just goes off, and her first instinct is to jump into a fight. Okay, I'm going to fight you. And I don't know if that's, that's how it's done at home or whatnot. Okay. Mom has, never been able to come up to meet. But I did see her one time when she picked up Shauna that she was sort of combative with the administrator.
Okay, so the mom might be some of the reasoning behind
it could be
behavior.
Just from the glimpse that I saw, she was combative, and maybe that's how she handles stuff, and that's a learned behavior.
Okay.
So, but then she's been in project at least 2 or 3 times. And some of it's also been because she's been harassing people outside on school grounds, which we have no control over. But she has missed a majority, which has, she's already behind academically. She struggles. And what do with the suspensions and her multiple stints in priority, she's even further behind. And so, I don't know how to help her with her behavior so she's not out of school that much, and then also how to get her caught up academically because she's missed so much.
Okay.
So that's one of my major problems. I don't want her to keep going to priority and then eventually dropping out. I want an intervention or something we can do to help her here in campus.
Okay. So basically, her behavior is what's leading to her being absent because she's getting in trouble and being sent off.
Yes.
To priority. So our intervention needs to be focused on her behavior, because if we can get that under control, then the academic would come with it.
Yes.
Okay.
Because most of them in her classroom, she won't ask the gen ed teacher for help, but she does ask this sped teacher in there for help. Okay. So, she will get help. Also, again, depending on who's in there. So, I think she's capable, and she will when she's in that situation. A lot of this stuff happens in the hallways or outside school. So, I think if we can give her skills maybe to help her, and so she won't resort to that.
Okay.
I think maybe that might be her only saving grace.
So, do you think we could pull her out maybe when she's here once or twice a week for, 30 minutes to 45 minutes? And maybe do role play on how to handle situations so that she can avoid fights?
And that would probably work. Okay. I don't know if we need to bring the counselor in. She does has speech therapy to work on expressive language. I know that's one of her biggest issues, is expressing herself effectively.
How often does she work with the speech path?
I think they've bumped services down to maybe 3 times a 6 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not as much as, she needs to be
Do you think we should increase that, or?
Well, I just think if we bring the speech therapist in, we can maybe, hopefully, I mean, what do you think? If we brought a speech therapist in, maybe even with the counselor, work through the role playing about how she could effectively respond to people when she hears that someone said something about her or to her or whatnot, to give her those skills in her pocket.
Yeah, and then the counselor could help her understand her feelings and emotions towards all that situation too, while the speech path helps her figure out how to appropriately respond.
Yeah, I think.
And then we can help too.
By help facilitating that, because that way, maybe if they were in just on the first part, and then, you know, they can check in on her. But with them, since I'm in the classroom with her every day, maybe, I mean, if I can see how I've watched them, how they want to approach it, then maybe I can learn myself of how a good way to, like a reminder, we could set up reminders or like cues or visuals or something that maybe we'd say, you know, when she's starting to get upset or something.
Okay. So then I'll keep track of everything and do progress monitoring. And then I'll just get input from you too, since you're with her every day in the classroom. And then we can collaborate on that together and see if this is helping. And if not, we can go from there and change things.
Okay. Yeah, I'm willing to do anything. She needs all the help she can get.
Okay.
She's going to survive and make it.
All right, we'll start there and go from there.
Okay. Thank you.